Hey man, my mind's better than elevated. Check it out, look. Hey. Hold on my Troy, I've been thinking about my mom. Honestly, I'm still fucked up about Raj. Got me thinking about my dad. I ain't haven't been to past. Life been moving fast and it don't ever go as planned. That's why I'm hella proud of Kimmy pick that camera up. I remember my first he picked the hammer up. Cause then I'm praying for you every single day. Every time we talk on FaceTime, I see my uncle Bay. Then I start thinking about Don. He could keep on going on. I let too many people try to fit him in one song. If you with me, then you with me, and I hope you sing along. 20K on taxes, Burberry in my glasses. When I look like stuffing money in a wrong slide to the bank, this brand all legal. 20K up, not at all, we ain't equal. You should see the fucking views, scenery immaculate. I'm stacking at 24. Said I'm done with this rapping shit. 25, I just checked 25 last month. I think I picked his fucking mic back up. Wow, 35th to 19, my boy, I'm where that cash at. Bitch, in my cash app. Talking about a repost, I got hella cheat codes. Gotta be my people. I was peeping through that people trust. I see the other side. What I'm about to tell you, dog, it really blew my mind. Think about it, brother, before you try to say I'm lying. I was only planning 10, but I passed that. That's past 10. When you get money, you don't care about advantage. I can't rub a bands, kid, make paper backflip, hit the bank like an addict. I have it, I ain't running out. I'm the type of motherfucker to keep spending in the drought, dog. I got it figured out. Hey, keep going, dog. Keep doing what you trying to do. It took 3 years for me to make 20 bands off the dogs. You feel me? It took 3 years. It took me three seasons of storage wars to finally tell my girl, hey, get up, we gonna go get a unit. We made more than I ever did at work. You know what I mean? And guess what? I got let go this year. It don't even matter. I made it happen. 2024, I lost my job. Ah, boo. It don't really matter though. Last year I learned voodoo. Long live Raj. I miss you. I'm still addicted. Only difference is I am no longer a victim. Big brand, I predicted and I did it. And you know what that means. Now I'm focused on the million every day. I thank God just because we live it. To all my little brothers, you got it. Just stay committed. And all I need is Kevin Dunn. That's behind you. Because they the ones who had me when I had nothing. They the ones who held it down. And now I'm son. So who you think I'm putting on? Like, come on. They don't even know. This ain't nothing like Joe Heavy that you heard before. This is everything I prayed for. Why you think I'm ready to finally jump to the other side of that table? I'm laying down rich now, yeah, we all up. My bitch got the fist now, yeah, she dolled up. Ben had the fish scale, you niggas all cut. I've been past the 100, hope you niggas keep up. And I ain't slowing down, y'all ain't messing with me. When a nigga had less, y'all wasn't checking on me. And I still cut a deal if you talking about three. Said I still cut that deal if you talking about three.
Yo, gang, y'all can hear me? Yo, I can't even hear y'all for real.
Probably gonna make it go to the end.
There he is, bloody limping on to shake hands with a guy like Jim Harbaugh who do the same kind of thing. As the Patriots are going to play.
Kobe. What's up, gang?
How about them Pats, CJ?
Hmm.
Yo, y'all about to buy gold or
Partners
nah?
out of there. Nah,
It-
waiting for a setup. We already been about it.
oh yeah, for sure. Nah, yeah, I got in that trade earlier too, but I was just wondering because it is going back to the zone, but I do know it's like it didn't really break any structure or anything. It kind of just went back into the liquidity above. So I was like, yeah.
Yo, what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good? My fault, y'all, my fault. I'm back. Let's get it. I'm gonna start this video. I know my brother Joe wanted me to play this right quick. I'm gonna play it just for a few minutes right quick. Few minutes.
It takes a spark.
It's a video that I think is very, very reasonable for us to watch. I laughed at my brother Joe. I was like, what the fuck? Like what? But I get why he wants us to watch it. And it's a mindset. And when we're watching trading, it's Sunday, y'all. Trading on Sundays is literally all about mindset. We're looking at trades still, don't get me wrong. Like we're still gonna look at some trades, but I want
This
to make
video is
sure
for my YouTube people. When they go to it, I want them to see this.
exactly.
Christopher Terry is the reason why a lot of us are here.
You have to cut off the past. Once I let go
Una vez que dejas ir
of the past and of the
el
pain,
pasado y el dolor,
I was able to see further. You can't just say I am. It has to be backed up with work. People missing is the mindset. If your mind is not right, if you're not completely focused, if you don't have the right energy, you're gonna fail. I had to spark something in me, a fire that has not gone out since 1995. This weekend is the death of a brand and the rebirth of a new revolution. And this weekend, I Am Mastery Academy, as you know it, shall die. In the world of success, it's those who disrupt become the most successful. Stop trying to do the same thing over and over again and just try to find a different path because, sometimes you put your head against the wall and you're trying to go through the wall. And you can step backwards and see that there is a door to walk through. iMarkets Live disrupted the entire network marketing and financial education arena. We did something that's never been done before, which led us to changing the lives of millions around the world. In a world where you disrupt, you're always going to be copied, and we were. However, we are here to disrupt one more time and do what nobody else is doing. Therefore, nobody can touch us. We now will dominate the industry. This time,
All right,
the
CJ.
journey is bigger, stronger,
Let's see.
unstoppable.
CJ.
New insight.
Bro's probably not even at his
that will
desk.
transform the way we learn, live, and succeed.
CJ. Oh, damn it, bro. Where does bro go?
The landscape has changed, and so have we.
I had to use the bathroom. I'm
yeah.
back. I had to use the bathroom. My fault, y'all. My fault.
Nobody's joined yet though. It's still the beginning. They do like a intermediate session.
Expectations.
Oh, we got Edgar on the call.
Got Edgar
All right, go
on the
ahead.
call.
Pause
Let's
it.
go.
CJ, go ahead. Go over your run over, and then I want to talk to them a little bit. And I want to, one thing
You
I
good?
just want to point right off the bat. Edgar, how did you get in your trades today?
Huh?
How did you get in your trades today?
I was guessing. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, I went in because TSQ. We already what was it, the 4550 level?
All
And I
right,
know
great, great. That's all I needed you to say. How did you get in the last few trades that you've been sending to the chat whenever you say TSQ?
TSQ basically means trend, structure, and quarter level. So the trend was up right off what is that, Asian session, which was the market open. Um, So we pretty much were at the 45. What? No, I'm pretty sure it was 75 level, because that's when we hit the 4600 level.
It doesn't matter. The whole point is, I remember a time where you weren't sure where to get in and you had to just wait on us. And
Yeah,
now, 8 times out of 10, when I see you in the chat, I see you drop a TSQ and then profits are following typically.
yeah.
Obviously, not every trade, and depending on what time it is going to be an A plus setup. But I just want you guys to know what CJ is going to go over briefly. If you guys need more help, last week was a strategy call, and not that many people came to the strategy call that we wanted a lot of people on. It's okay, we go over it every week. CJ is going to give you the outlook. CJ already dropped multiple buys in the chat, market open or this afternoon, but Edgar's one of our recent students, and in the beginning, he was confused or he didn't really have confidence. And now, because I want you guys to know, we are not selling you guys signals. It's a one-time payment for a reason. The reason why I showcase that video is because to shout out to Christopher Terry for everything he's done. I love being a part of that company that I was a part of because I was able to put my head down, focus on the education for 90 days, and I learned a strategy that I've been able to teach my brother CJ and multiple people and show them that you could be profitable at trading as long as you rely on discipline, the 4 hour structure, 4 to 1 hour structure, and without a scanner. You don't need a scanner to run TSQ. And that's the beautiful thing because Edgar hasn't had no scanner. And Edgar's been able, just like he was his first week, Edgar's been able to flip accounts, been able to flip 100% on accounts multiple times. That's what I want you guys to realize because in the beginning, you guys, a lot of people are kind of eager, or like I noticed a trend a little bit where some of you guys are waiting for us to drop the calls, drop the signals, and we're not always going to drop the signals. Or you guys might see I be in my own trade sometimes. It's because personally, realistically, I don't demo trade, and then I only trade like real. So if I'm on it and I could give you guys the call, then yeah, I could give it. But if I happen to take a small scalp that's fire at the gym, I can't give that to you guys because I'm not focused enough to multitask. I'm already at the gym. I'm taking the risk on my own, and I have the two strategies that I use, right? We got EMAs, and that's not a strategy, but it just stacks with our TSK, TSQ. And I say TSK because obviously you could use any key level, you could use any golden zone. The reason why we like the quarter levels is because it's so strong. It has such a high psychological aspect to it that it just is so rewarding when you get into it with the right trend, even counter trend. But you got to know what you're doing, and you got to know if it's an A plus or a B plus, B minus, whatever setup, so that way you know how to go about risk. Edgar, in the last 2 weeks, I've seen him drop TSQ multiple times, and he's been smacking with them. And I say that today because you shouldn't have needed CJ to drop a trade for re-entry or for me to post profits or for anything to give you your bias. If we've been bullish, we've been talking about it. Our favorite educator right now has talked about how he hasn't called any sales. He hasn't dropped no sales to his chat because there's been so many buys. You could be greedy and look for both directions, but why if gold is just giving you all these buys right now? I promise you, gold isn't always like this, and there will come a phase where it reverses. And then that's going to be psychologically challenged for everyone that's used to catching buys right now. You're going to be like, fuck, because you're going to think it's going into a great demand and it's just going to keep tanking. It's going to go do a big liquidity sweep whenever that day comes. We're not trying to predict it. I'm not saying it's anytime in the future. I'm just saying that's what happened when I learned gold. When I learned gold at $2,200, 26, whatever it was at, and then 1 week it just the momentum and sentiment changed. And then a month later, me and Suave are looking at gold at 1,800. Suave caught like 800 pips, I think, close to 1,000 pips with $14 and made $800 off of this $1,800 $1,800 gold price. I wasn't experienced enough. I knew the strategy, but I wasn't experienced enough 2 years ago to be able to capitalize on that low ass entry. But guess what? I got 3 years in it now. The next time if Flash crashes over the course of a month, let's say it goes back to 2400, you could best believe Splash Brothers are going to be able to capitalize off that. It won't be random, it won't be lucky. Literally, whenever the next crash comes, a year, 2 years, whatever, whoever's still here will be able to win with us because we'll be able to position ourselves via funded accounts, via whatever $1,000, $500 accounts with low entry risk. Right now, if it drops to 2,400, put $100 in account, risk of 0.01. I promise you, 3 months, whatever, blah, 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 later, it's not gonna look like that. You're gonna be up massive pips. I seen Darwin Lopez do it. Darwin Lopez was just in that video, right? And right now, I don't know who knows Darwin Lopez, but that's another big figure that inspired us all to trade. His motto is you should be trading. But now he's taking shots at MLMs. He's taking shots at anyone who's doing what he taught you how to do. All right. So I say that to say you got this company, you got this guy, you got all these things going on. We're not a signal service. We're teaching you guys how to trade a strategy. And do we call out signals and do we go on streaks and do we show up how we've been doing every morning? The reason why I haven't been dropping signals is because I'm showing up live in the morning and trading with my team. Edgar got to trade with me and Suave. I don't know how many times last week, maybe just twice, but both days were wins. Edgar's not paying me more than his initial payment, and he's getting invited to my house. And I don't know, like some of you guys might not care about that or that might not mean nothing, but I say that to say I let everyone know in my community you could call me at any time, you could do this or whatever, because I want to make sure that you learn how to do it because it works. Okay. The only thing that has proven to me that can make or break your strategy or your trading plan is gambling and upsizing lots. That's the only thing I've seen ruin accounts. If you wait for the rules, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, you would have been successful if you joined us just because trend is bullish and has been buying up since last year. Since we got into gold, really the second year I got into gold, it's been buying ever since the low. As long as you had a bias mentality and you see the presidency and you see the wars and you start to understand what gold does as an asset as it continues to climb in value, it kind of makes it harder to lose. Now, I'm not cracking crazy $1,000 days like my brother CJ has, but that's just because my confidence is in a different place. It's not necessarily there. I feel comfortable with flipping small accounts. I'm trying to get over that hump right now. That's why I took it to Instagram so that way I could just lose if I lose on live and just let it happen. But guess what? I'm 4-0 on Instagram right now. And with probably 3 break-even days on Instagram, everything that's been documented. I've had 3 break-even days, 0 losses days live, and 4 wins. Either using TSQ or trading US 30, a breakout strategy that I just now found. Either way, though, the discipline's there and it's been all transparent. And every video that's featuring Suave or featuring Edgar or whatever, there was no moment where we turned it off and whatever. The last one we took, I think it was Tuesday or Monday, whatever day it was when we traded live, we got close to stop loss, very close to stop loss. It was 5 pips away. And then I would have had to walk away as a loser that day. Nothing wrong with it, a respectable small stop loss. But guess what? It reversed and it shot up. And it even shot up more than what we took profit on. But the thing was, I'm trading live right now and I want to hold myself accountable. So I didn't want to hit another break even. I just wanted to secure pips because I have a goal in mind right now that I'm trying to catch. But I just say that to say TSQ, trend, structure, quarter level. When market opened today and you guys seen it go to 50, if you didn't get in at 50, you seen it go to 75. If you didn't get in at 75 and you seen it go to 600, I don't know when the fuck you're gonna get in. And like I don't know when, like you shouldn't have to wait for Suave to drop it in the chat for you to go and press the button. Eventually, you gotta risk that. Okay, that's why we teach you guys with $100 accounts. Because if you're right there taking any of those quarter buys, risking 100 pips at a 0.01, you risk $10. Come on now, it's so easy. Even Suave just gave a mid-level entry. It wasn't even a quarter level entry. It was below the quarter level. And it smacked for 100 pips really quick. But guess what he did have? He had trend bias. I don't see CJ. CJ didn't drop no sales to the chat. Sales would have been meaning you're being greedy and just not respecting the trend. I myself personally took a low risk sale at the top, but it broke even. So it didn't it and look where it rejected. I knew what I was going for, but it just broke even, so I couldn't stay in it. I wasn't willing for it to go to 56.50 and just blow my mind because gold will do that. Gold will blow your mind. You'll think, no way it keeps going up. She could keep going up. And at this point, with manipulation and with how things are so wishy-washy with numbers, I wouldn't be surprised to see gold shoot to 46.75. I've been there before when it went to 3,000. Oh, it has to come back to 2,000. It has to come back to 1,800. Do you remember those days, CJ? CJ, where you at? Can't hear you.
I'm trying to mute my mic. I was trying to mute my mic.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
okay.
I'm like over here agreeing. But yeah, no, definitely, bro. Like I definitely remember when
Remember at 3,500?
we
What were
wanted
you thinking?
and
If you're looking at sales for a risk to reward, what are you thinking? You're thinking 1 to 50, 1 to 100x. You're
yeah.
thinking crazy numbers because it looks so good on the reversal. But gold, time and time again, not since I've met CJ, but since I met this version of CJ where we were out of high school and it became business oriented and a different relationship, gold has been looking nice for sales for so long, but it hasn't sold. So we have demand on this asset. So it's not as fluid or as loose as gold. I mean, as loose as Bitcoin.
Mhm.
It's not that dramatic. Bitcoin flash crashed to 20K on Binance. Okay? If you're holding on Binance and you seen your shit flash crash to 20K, bro, there's literally people who take their lives when they lose 100% of their portfolio. Literally, you guys could go look it up. They kill themselves. Like the same way they did when the stock crash happened and whatever, I don't know what day it was or Black Friday or whatever, blah blah blah, and millionaires were jumping out of buildings. It happens. We just seen one person last year, I believe, crypto when the crypto crash happened, a crypto millionaire, he killed himself and they found him in his Urus.
Bro should have waited.
Yeah, well, it's
Oh,
psychological.
I
It's
forgot I was on mute. My
psychological.
fault, y'all. My fault, y'all.
It's
Nah, I'm like,
psychological.
fuck,
But I
man.
want you guys to realize that
Fuck.
if you're ever at a quarter level, can you show
Uh,
them what happened at 75? Can we pull up where the 75 zone is?
I'm at 75. Let me put bro, that shit just broke all my shit. It broke all my quarter levels, so I have to remark this shit. So let me put a quarter level.
Mm.
That's funny, man. And I got what we got like 13 minutes. I don't pay for trading or for Zoom, y'all. I do 40 minutes because we shouldn't be on here longer than that. But if we need to, send out another link.
No,
See.
we won't need to. I'll let you go over your outlook. I just want to see what happened at
Well,
75.
it's on the fucking chart right here. It's on the chart right here, bro. Like it's right here. I mean, we're at the TSQ trend right now. We're at TSQ. We're consolidating on a quarter level. Is this is this good? Is this a good bias to go in? You could probably catch 100 right here off the entry, bro. Like for
But
sure.
guess what?
But that's going to be risky. I'm going to be very honest with you. That's going to be very, very risky. And the
But guess
only
what? If it closes below the 75, you could catch a TSQ reversal. Now, when you catch the reversals, you want to think your last high right there has to be your stop loss. You don't want to risk a full 100 pips. You don't want to risk a full 200 pips when you're going for the reversal. But guess what? What did it do when it closed above the 50 zone? It never came back to 50.
Mm-mm.
So that's what you guys got to tell yourself. If you guys are getting in a trade, there's no reason really why you should be sitting in it for longer than 30 minutes. If you guys ever find yourself in a trade for longer than 30 minutes just losing money, bro, take the loss, rinse it, and then go look at it, and you'll tell yourself, fuck, I was being stupid and greedy. That's all I want to share with you guys. When it passes through quarter levels, most of the time it leaves quarter levels, so you guys should know that you're winning right away. At most, you guys should be having break evens.
Oh, look, it already smacked TP. Look, and it's calling cells on here. So, yeah.
But go ahead, give them whatever outlook you have for
Well,
demand zones where you think it might come back, or what we
real
can
quick,
expect?
yeah, just real quick because I mean, I like the fact that Joe's talking. I mean, he usually just comes on the call and just lets me, spill all my beans. But in this case, he's talking, and it's good when he talks because he's spitting facts. Because I know he's on his mindset shit. I know he's speaking, and he watches Evan, he watches Darwin, he watches these people, and he's aware of what they're doing, so he knows how to call out on anything, and exactly what he said in the beginning of this call. These quarter levels, I didn't know about quarter levels. I didn't. I was just following break of structure, trend and break and retest, but finding what I see. But now that we have these quarter levels, plus the break and retest, plus the structure, exactly what I showed in the beginning of the call, where
Plus
we're
the
looking.
5 minute EMA.
Exactly. Plus the EMA, plus these indicators that I have on. And real quick, I'm gonna flash them right there. This is what I have on: EMA filtered, volume ticks, SR channel 100, high, low, 516. All this. It's hard to find. Trust me. Me and Alex, we were on a call for like 20, 30 minutes trying to find this shit, bro. And yeah, you gotta like really type these because these are made up. These are made by other individuals with these EMAs, all these things that I have, these indicators. I'm gonna take them off because I usually don't show them on the call. Let's see here. That way you guys could see a better of what we're looking at, just quarter levels, actually following TSQ, because these indicators, you don't need indicators. Like Joe said, Edgar doesn't use indicators. So it's really easy to watch this. I'm looking for buys. I mean, we're an uptrend. Like, let's be fucking for real, guys. Let's be for real. There's war going on, or at least there's a potential war going on. We could see the retest happening, of course, because we're still what? We're still under this quarter level, 45.75. So why would I want to look for buys right now? We gotta wait. High key, we gotta wait. Like this shit just market open, just fucking blasted. Just blasted. I should have held. I was at a fucking oh my gosh. I should
I
have
should have held. I only catch 1/4
I
on
was at
a point two.
45.23 at a point five. At a point five.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on. I just was making my daughter a milkshake and I was about to head to a game or watch the Chargers game. I didn't feel comfortable not being in my trading space and being able to watch my trade and be like, oh yeah, we're going up.
Yeah, me too. And it's unpredictable. We're at all time highs, guys.
Exactly, guys. And that's why. That's why I didn't trust the trade because this shit could have just whoop, whoop, and just fucking came right back down. Like right now, people that probably woke up later in the day and saw that gold just shot the fuck up almost 750 pips. 750 pips. It did. It shot up 750 pips. I got my brother Isaac in here, man. Shout out to my brother Isaac. He also day trades as well. He's here for the first time on the call. But when he also trades gold as well. He started talking to me. He's like, "Yo, I'm looking at gold," and bro, we're calling buys. I called a buy for him while we're at natives. I called that markup that I set up that hit for 100 pips already. This is probably an invalid trade. It's done. Now we gotta wait for this quarter level to really see what's gonna happen because we could get a retest back to
And you
45.50.
guys got to be aware too. If he's calling a trade after it already shot up, after it already exploded, I hope Isaac took the 100 pips type shit. You feel
Oh
me?
yeah, no,
Because you don't want
yeah.
to be greedy in
He's
high
doing race
volume.
options. So what is that? That's option trading? Yeah, he was doing option trading. So it's not even like that. It's like a 5 minute. It's a time trading. It's a time
Oh,
trade.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
aware.
So, um, yeah, no, definitely. I wouldn't even recommend that though. My boy needs to withdraw that.
No, yeah, but 100% though, when you're in that part of the wave at the height, you got to be quick with scalps. When you catch it from the low, you can hold it and respect it.
And
But when you're in the belly of the beast and it's at a high, close it. Don't get greedy in the moments when it's very volatile. It doesn't make sense. Because right now it could drop 700 pips and then you think, "Oh shit, we're going down. This is a reversal," and it could go right back up 700 pips again.
yep, yep,
Or it could do what I really hate about gold. They could go 150 pips and you think, "Oh, it's gonna fly," and then it comes back 90 pips, and then it goes back up 110 pips, and then it goes back down 130 pips, and then it takes off. And it starts confusing you because it's making big moves that are shifting momentum. and it's just consolidation. But that's it, guys. You guys get to this area, right? So
We're watching this area is what we're looking at. Okay, guys, we're watching. This is the main reason of the call. You guys, I've been calling buys all day, like Joe said. I called trades all day. I called this shit last night while I was at the fucking club
you
talking to
did.
Woody. Literally, I was at the club and I sent that. I didn't even want to be there. I was just like, bro, like, I'm fucking bored. Let me pull up the market that's closed and let me mark up. Let me see what's gonna happen. And that's exactly what the fuck happened. It bought. It just shot the fuck up.
And
Yeah,
the
I
same
did
thing
have a,
that happened last Sunday, it bought in and shot up.
ex- and that's all it's gonna do. It's gonna have its retest, guys. It's gonna probably hit, like Joe said, 46.75. 46.75. I could see that shit happening. But that only happens. Look, we're on a 30-minute structure. Real quick, I got 10 minutes. Look, y'all. 30-minute structure. Okay. Now, if we go to 15-minute, this is where we want to find the break and retest. Golden zones. Okay. Golden zones are going to be right here. Boom. I'm going to mark that golden zone right there for you guys. White line. Boom. Obviously, if we break these areas, why would
Yes.
we not want to go higher? Why would we not want to go higher? Why would gold not want to fucking go higher than that after breaking those? Because after that happens, that means people are going to be like, oh shit, we're fucking going, we're about to break 4,600. That means the next quarter level is going to be the next one. So that means 46.25. So that's a good 250 pips right there for y'all.
And
Okay.
not only that, a lot of people right now, if you get in at the entry that already gave the chat 100 pips, a lot of people are in those sales and they're holding them. And that's when gold breaks out.
Yeah.
Just to shit on stop losses. Just to shit on them. And then guess what? I wouldn't
Not
be
even
surprised if I wake up tomorrow and gold blasts through his golden zones and then also falls through them and collapses back to the entry that's down there that he called on
exactly.
Sunday. I
Yep.
mean on Saturday.
That's what I was just about to say. It does shit like that. Gold does shit like that. It's so volatile. But that's why Joe said you guys got to be so fucking quick with this. That's why I go in with point fives.
And
That's
right
why I
now,
go
if
in
you
with
guys are taking counter trend trades, if it drops to the next quarter level and you want to get in a sale, keep the risk small, 30 to 60 pips max. Because most of the time when it collapses, it's definitely not coming back until it consolidates a little bit and then it's setting up for another buy.
everybody knows what 30 to 60 pips is, right? Please throw a thumbs up if you know what 30 to 60 pips is from your entry. If 30 to 60 pip if 45.67 was your entry, what is 30 to 60 pips for you guys? Please drop it in the chat. I need to make sure everybody knows. Cause sometimes y'all be getting, yo, like what's going on? All right, dope. Good friend. See here. Everybody knows. Proby knows. Come on, drop a thumbs up at least.
If you get in at 67, my stop loss is going at 61. Not 60, 61. It shouldn't even come to 61.
Boom.
Like that. Lovely.
Boom.
Look, that was my stop loss that I'm calling out. And look what it did over there. It didn't even hit stop loss.
Didn't even hit over here.
It was very close.
I had 100 pip stop loss on this one, but
That's right. But I'm just saying, that's my
yeah.
mentality.
No, even then, yeah, because that's again, if you guys are going in these bigger lot sizes, this is what you guys got to think, 30 to 60. And Joe taught me that. And I think he even taught me that sometimes the stop loss is probably sometimes even the entry. I
Yeah,
think
your best entry.
I think I even remember you saying that your stop loss is sometimes even your best entry.
So if you guys are marking up a trade, would you guys also got to start practicing Sam, Proby, whatever you guys are starting to
Pablo's
see,
in here too. Pablo.
Pablo, you guys see a stop loss? Start marking it up and let it ride. Let it see what happens. And if it goes to your stop loss, then risk 50, 60 pips from your stop loss. From your stop loss being
Like
hit,
that.
then risk it and see what happens. Do it on a low lot so that way you guys don't get mad. But I'm saying try that out and I promise you you'll be amazed. Just like the trade to the left, the trade to the left right there, when that shit happens, look how it took off.
Yeah. It's crazy.
But that's it, guys. You guys don't need us to drop the trade to validate yourself with you guys because you got to think about it right now. Lately, my session's been New York and I've been smacking. So I'm not looking at the charts market open. I'm not looking at the charts middle of the day. The only reason why I looked at the charts today And the only reason is because Evan Cabral went live and he sent out something to his community. And that's the mentor that taught me how to trade when I used to pay for the education. I still follow and subscribe to him and pay attention daily because I'm always a student. It's not about learning more. Sometimes it's just about staying ready so you don't have to get ready.
Let's get
If
it.
you stay stretched, if you stay stretched, you know what I mean? The older we get, if you're not stretching, if you're not running, you're not gonna be ready to go for the fade, go for the long. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be ready. So when you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. When you stay in the student mode, you stay ready and you stay diligent. When you get away from it, you start gambling, you start taking dumb risks, you start doing things that are out of character, that are not of the discipline. So that's why I say that. But I got in it today because of Evan Cabral. He made me aware of what's going on. He talked about some insight, and I was with it. It made sense. At first thing first, he said don't get in because it might reject and fall off. So let's wait for the it to come back to demand. And then he said, "Oh, this thing's pumping up. It might be now. It might take off now." And then because he's so experienced with 10 years, 12 years of trading, it shot up like he expected it. And I'm pretty sure he made money too.
Real quick, y'all. Look, I got 3 minutes. Real quick, look at this though. We could even look at this right now. We could even see that if we're following TSQ right now, like look at that. Like look at this trend. Even this trend is down. Right now, we might even just see it shoot just break right down, and it might stay below this quarter level. It might stay below.
That's
Right here. Look, we could just, if we're being real, we'll just go at the top of this candle right there. Top of that candle. Might come back up. You'll see it just wick this area. Again, that's why we're waiting for this 4-hour candle. Let's wait. Let's be patient, guys. Let's be patient.
yeah, look at it.
Hop on Battlefield with us. I'll have my laptop pulled up. Don't worry. I'll be watching it while we're playing Battlefield. But
No, if that one shoots red, I promise it might retest and then it's gonna be a big ass red candle. If not, at least to the next quarter level.
quarter level, we're probably gonna see a
Bro, but I wouldn't be surprised if that motherfucker drops the whole 500 pips in the next 4-hour candle. Or in this 4-hour candle. Like, this is what could happen.
because it just broke 4,500. It just broke dramatically. It just broke through 4,500 so dramatically that we might even get the retest right back
And
here.
when we get that retest, that's when you guys need to be finger on button.
Finger on button, like fucking my mate John says. Finger on button and pressing fucking buys.
But that's it from the
man.
Splash Bros, y'all. Trend, structure, quarter levels. If you guys would have applied it today, you guys would have made some bread. If you didn't,
750 pips.
if you didn't,
Almost 1,000 actually. 1,000.
if you didn't, then get your thumb out your butt.
Let's go, man.
Love
Appreciate
y'all.
y'all. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys. Much love. Let's go. Puppies and bones on them. Puppies and bones on them.
I'll hit you up right now, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Hey. 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 Look. I gotta thank God without, bro, I wouldn't be. I started with a half, now I keep a couple P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Money don't grow on trees, but trust I keep a forest. And I grew up the poorest dogs, but what's your excuse? I flip bags out the shoot in my daily commute. The south side to the east, dog the north side to the west. If I make it back from Cali, thank God, cause I'm blessed. And I never got caught. Dog, I never broke laws. I put balls on motherfuckers just for running their jaws. Like what you heard about me? Well, you gonna see. I don't play with disrespect, dog. Nah, me. I'm from California, eh? At the end of the day, where we flip bags, bang rags, fuck minimum wage. Bro, I grew up a bastard. It's only right. I'm a rapper. Was always good with mathematics. It's only right. I'll try.